What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement. Hey, I know I didn't do some videos on the last 4 games the Lakers played. Been real busy, didn't get a chance to do it, but I know Lake Show and Dan the Laker fan has really been entertaining you guys, and I'm glad y'all check their channel out as well. Now what I'm gonna do is I got a couple things I'm gonna drop, but the only thing about it might not drop like I wanted to, only because like my personal life business wise has picked up and I'm just like real busy. And also on top of that, I definitely gotta get me a new phone because I usually do it in my car when I don't have time. But my phone is coming into the end of this month, so I'm probably gonna be buying a new phone, and then I can better start recording in my car again, as I go, and just upload it when I get in the house. But anyway, just want to talk about a couple games, talk about the games. Not really going to go in depth in it based on the fact them games are already over. Just want to talk about Julius Randle and then talk about Josh Hart and Lonzo Ball combo, and also give my hats off to Andre Ingram. So I'm gonna start with Andre Ingram. The Lakers, they called this guy up from the G League. I think he played 12 or 13 years in the G League. Never had an opportunity to play in the NBA. He finally get a chance to play in the NBA for the last 2 games. That was beautiful with Magic Johnson and them to let this young guy to come in here and actually give him an opportunity to, to shine. Because the first game he came in, he had 19 points. The guy was tremendous. I mean, he was phenomenal. I mean, you can't ask for nothing else. Even though we lost, not by much, but it was still beautiful to watch him play. And, at the end of the day, I'm watching this game and I'm like, man, this guy is like, I think he's 6'3". He's kind of small, but he's 6'3", and at the end of the day, this guy is a nice addition for the Lakers coming off their bench as a set shooter. Now, keep in mind, the Lakers never had no shooters the whole season. They had a couple of them, the ones like Kuzma, Brook Lopez, KCP, all them guys. They were, who was knocking down the 3, but they didn't have a lot of guys to spread the floor. That's why the Lakers didn't go deep, with some of the other players, only because they probably didn't give them what Luke Walton was looking for. And on that note right there, you look at it right now, you're like, man, this dude Andre Ingram, he came in. First game he had 19. On the second game they kind of like D'd him up because they seen what he was doing that first game. So they did a little study on him. And the second game against the Clippers, we blew the Clippers out. They were D'ing him up though. But the one thing I want to point out about this guy, which I like, and you know me, I love a player who plays defense, who plays on both sides of the court. This guy in the 2 games, I believe, had 4 blocks, 3 in I believe the first game, and I think 1 in the second. He also had he got 2 charges, he created 2 charge fouls. He's pretty good IQ wise when it comes to defense, and that's the thing, man. When you crave the opportunity to get a chance to play, you're going to take every chance you can to actually to produce what you need in order to get them to look at you and say, you know what, let's give him a chance for summer league and see what happens. Let's see if we can get a shot on the roster. My thing about that is this, and I'm not trying to play devil's advocate, but when he came in the game, that second game, the first game, sorry. They made sure that they gave him the green light to get him shots, which is is beautiful and all that. Don't knock that. But the thing is that I have a problem with Luke Walton. Yeah, I'm gonna play devil advocate to Luke only because for all the season, when we didn't have nobody to go to, nobody was taking shots, the Lakers kind of like got away from Kuzma. Kuzma started coming to his own towards the end, and most thing that most fans can talk about is his defense. He doesn't pass. These variable things that actually that always stick out. But let's look at it like this. There's no Laker on this team right now that you cannot sit here and tell me that do not have no flaws. No Lakers. Anybody you name, I can give you about 1 to 2 flaws on everybody you name. And this is the problem I have. It's like at the end of the day, I said it before. When you got if you would put Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball in the backcourt, Kuzma at the 3, because the one thing I love, I've been saying it for the whole season, let Kuzma play the 3. A lot of fans say, well, he can't play D. I say, well, it goes both ways. Can't nobody stop him on offense. Only one can stop Kuzma is Kuzma. I'm just being honest with you. Only one can stop Kuzma is Kuzma. Now, look at the Brook, and then you got Julius Randle at the power forward. That would have been a nice little squad to begin the season. Even though I know we had KCP, so the Ingram thing would not work because we got to play KCP. But if we didn't get KCP to get into the season, that would have been the squad that we'd have had going forward. This, going into the end of the season, whatever. But it is what it is. The season came to a halt. The Lakers won, I think, 10 games more than what they won last year. And before I go into that and be like, that's a good note. The only thing I will say is this: if you look at last year they were still young, and at the end of the day, most of the starting 5 were not getting over 25 minutes. They was only getting 25 minutes on the average. The average starter in the league gets 35. they were only getting 25 minutes, so you never really got a chance to see them become productive. Prime example, Julius Randle was getting 23, 24 minutes last year. When he started getting 30-something minutes, you started seeing a better Julius Randle. Also with the adapt of Magic Johnson coming down and changing their perception of how they should play the game. How they should come into the, come into the arena. When they come to their job, they work a business, that they should come prepared to get into shape, to lose 25 pounds of fat, fat percentage off their body. So Magic Johnson played a big role in getting these guys to play to their productive level. Now, have they reached their ceiling? I don't think so. I think these guys still got a long way to go. They still got a lot of things they need to work on, but it was still beautiful to see a big change of events from the Lakers of last year to this year. That Magic Johnson had a lot to do with a lot of that stuff. Even down to Luke Walton, because remember I said before, Luke Walton was running that first unit, second unit, and he was splitting minutes between both units of 25 minutes. Magic Johnson came and said, no, the starters need more minutes. Sit Lou Aldane, sit Moskov, and then allow the young players to develop. And that's what happened last year. This year was so wonderful. Now, based on the fact we have injuries, we had that 9-game losing streak because of Magic Johnson speaking out too loud. That's the only problem I have with Magic, is that sometimes you got to keep your mouth closed. That right there, the KCP situation, I still stand to my grounds that the Lakers still could make the playoff. Julius Randle said it himself too on ESPN. With all the distraction that we had going through the season, if the Lakers would have just stayed focused, we could have made the playoffs. Because you cannot sit here and tell me that they go toe-to-toe with your top 5 teams, win a couple of them games against your top 5 teams, and don't make the playoffs. It's because at the end of the day, the injuries, everything played a real big part. The injuries, the trade situations, making the trades or talking about the trades, Luke Walton rotation, his time management, all that came into play, so the free throws. You got to think about all that. So if the Lakers can work on some of these weaknesses that they had this season going into the next season, they will be a dangerous team. The only thing I would say right now is we got to find a way to sign Julius Randle. We do not, I repeat, we do not need 2 All-Stars. Go get one this year, PG-13. Next year, if Kwame Leonard if he's free, I will go grab him. Klay Thompson already said that he might resign back with Golden State Warriors because they got a dynasty over there. He might just take a pay cut. We don't know. If not, there's another person that we have opportunity to sign. If Leonard, the likes of Leonard, does not come here and he go to San Antonio, but we should just basically focus on one superstar this year, and then re-sign Julius Randle. Because Julius Randle, let me say this real quick: Julius Randle, Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and Lonzo Ball is the freaking future. If you, as a Laker fan, totally disagree with me, do not comment on my board. Do not comment on my board. Y'all being biased right now. I didn't watch these games, and one thing I do is I watch and I observe, and I watch it from a non-biased standpoint. I don't sit there and be like, wow, like, even if the guys suck, I don't be like, wow, he's good. I acknowledge what they need to work on. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make videos on each individual player, their strengths and weaknesses of what they need to work on. Now, I'm not really good with, as in playbook style, but I'm talking about their offensive, defensive skill sets that they need to work on. Now, the Lakers, like I said, the Lakers really need to re-sign Julius Randle. There's no ifs and buts about it. You do not want to see this guy as a Dallas Maverick beating your boys down low, because if you go to Dallas, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna let him play the same cocky style of play that he's playing in LA. He will be playing in Dallas. The only thing is, he's gonna probably be the big feature down in there. He gonna be the feature because everything gonna be drawn through him. I'm gonna just let you guys right there know he gonna come back to haunt you. So I will try my best to find a way to re-sign Julius Randle. I will probably Julius Randle, and I will go at the PG-13. Now, here's the thing. Based on DeMarcus Cousins being injured, I know some of y'all say, well, the Achilles, you don't heal back from that. We don't know. We're not God, first and foremost, okay? We don't know about his doctors. He might have some good doctors. Grant Hill, for example, he had a chip bone in his, I think his Achilles, something like that. It was something messed up, and he went to the first 2 doctors gave him the wrong, they basically gave him the wrong situation. They gave him the wrong, can't even think of the word right now. The 2 doctors that for Grant Hill, they gave him the wrong notion that it was okay. He came back early, then went back out. The last doctor, I think it's the 3rd doctor, actually felt the little chip and fixed it. And that's when Grant Hill came back after 10 years. I don't know how old he was, but he came back in and out the league, based on his injury. But he finally had a good year, which was with Phoenix. But the point is, he was almost towards the end of his career. Now with modern technology, and it's a little bit better now, he might come back now. Now, Cousin might come back pretty decent. He might not be 100% right off the bat. He probably be like anywhere between 70, 80. The Lakers probably could actually sign him for basically nothing. And I'm not saying nothing like 10, 12 million a year or 15 million, you know, and re-sign him if they want to, you know. But the Pelicans most likely going to try to get him back. But that's what I'm saying. The Lakers can go that route too if they choose to. But right now, my main foot would actually would be Julius Randle, and I would either go with PG-13 or LeBron. But see, one thing about LeBron want to win now. So if LeBron come here 9 times out of 10, he's going to want another superstar to come with him. This is, I think, the reason why Magic Johnson said that they're trying to get 2 superstars. I think it's more catered to LeBron. Not so much PG-13, but LeBron. Because LeBron, as you noticed, when he went to Miami, he took 2 guys. Well, not 2, but he went down there with Wade, and Chris Bosh came along. In order to beat the Golden State Warriors, LeBron do have to have another superstar. He's not going to be on a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers and basically just making it to the final or making it to the Eastern Conference and getting spanked towards the end of his season, especially when he got a lot left in the tank. He's going to go with a team that he's going to give him 1 to 2 superstars. That's LeBron, and that's why I think Magic is more catered to LeBron than PG-13. Don't get me wrong, not saying that Magic don't want PG-13, but he wants LeBron over top of everybody. LeBron is his main focus. After LeBron, then it's PG-13. And also keep in mind, KD just opted out of his contract. Opted out of his players option too at the end of the season. So he's going to be a free agent as well. So think about it. Even though I know he probably re-signed with Golden State Warriors, but you never know. You never know. You never know. You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked and amazed. KD might be the one to come to LA based on the fact he won a championship. So we got to think about that as well. It's a lot to talk about, man. I just wish I had time to talk to you guys, man. I mean, I would have been making video after videos, man, just by doing observation and watching stuff, man. But you know what it is, man. It's your man Urban. I got to keep it moving, baby. Anyway, next thing I'm going to talk about. If the Lakers do not get any of these guys I named, the Leonards in 2019, Thompson in 2019, or KD, LeBron, or PG-13 or Cousins. If we don't get none of these guys, I think we at least gonna get one out of all of my name, either this year or next year. The Lakers. Another thing too, I want to say this before I jump into something else. The Lakers can just sign 1 player this year with Julius Randle. Then next year you got Leonard and you got Thomas that are free. You can go after those 2 guys. Also, you can extend Luol Deng's contract to free up more money in order to get these guys to play. Get these guys to sign. Now, the likes of Brook Lopez, I wouldn't re-sign him. I know a lot of people like him and this and that. I don't have nothing against him. I just think, to me, he's just weak on defense. He's too slow. He can knock down the 3. But let's be honest. I mean, you can get anybody that can knock down a 3. There's a lot of big guys out there in the league right now that can knock down 3s. And I've seen at the beginning of the season and even in the middle of the season, there were unknown centers destroying Brook Lopez or going toe-to-toe with him. These same centers wasn't really nothing, you know, playing against other top-quality centers. So you can get a lot of them centers out there that can knock down that 3 if that's what he wants to still do to space the floor or whatever. Or you can just get somebody who can just run the floor and play real high around the rim for the likes of Lonzo Ball for lobs and all that, which I like. Don't get me wrong. There's players out there that can still do that as well. Brook Lopez, he's okay, but he's not somebody that can run down the floor all day with Lonzo because they like to run that up tempo. That's why at the beginning of the season they had to set Brook down because Brook would get tired and they had to bring somebody else in order to run Lonzo and all them. So they can do that as well. They can go ahead and, like I said, they can sign Julius Randle and then just sign 1 superstar, and then 2019 they can bring somebody else in. Now, another thing I want to talk about is Josh Hart and Lonzo Ball. If the Lakers do not, I repeat, if they do not get no superstar this year, it's all good with me. I've been saying this over and over again. I would love to see Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball in the backcourt, but I don't mind seeing Josh Hart and Lonzo Ball in the backcourt. Josh Hart is what you look for in a player who does everything for the team. He fits the system so well. That last game against the Clippers, he went off for 30. Had a tremendous game, man. Tremendous. And this was a game where Luke Walton gave him the green light and let him do what he wanted. That's what I'm trying to tell guys, man. We so quick to talk about superstars when we got five stars / superstars in the making. But we so in denial, man. We so looking over. Look at LeBron. Look at KD. Oh, look at PG-13. We got to get these guys. And you don't even see what's developing right before your eyes. I mean, if you go back and watch the Golden State Warriors when they first got Steph and all them, Clay and all them guys, and you watch them guys develop. You know, Golden State Warrior fans, watch them guys develop. Now look where they at right now. Only thing they added to that team was Iguodala and Bogut. Iguodala was a shell of himself when he came over there. He was like, what, 6-7 years in with the 76ers? You know what I mean? So he wasn't as, you know, not saying he was bad, But he came in on defensive purpose. And that's what he got. That's what he got MVP for, playing defense on LeBron James. So what I said at the end of the day, he wasn't one of them type of guys that came in that one of the top scorers, like the Clays, the Steph. You know what I mean? So he played good defense to LeBron, and that's why he got MVP of the finals. What I'm saying about the Lakers is that you got five guys. Out of the 5 guys that I just named, only one guy is like a ruler, and he's not bad on defense like everybody trying to make him out to be. He's still pretty good. He's not like, he's average defense, which is nothing wrong with it, because Kuzma can work on that. But you got 5 good guys who can play defense and can score. And you just think about it, when Julius Randle start knocking down jumpers and get that right hand going, how dangerous do you think he's going to be, man? When Lonzo Ball start being able to make them shots. You know, and everybody keeps telling him he need to be more aggressive. No, you don't, man. You got Julius Randle averaging 18, 20 points. You got Brandon Ingram averaging 18, 20 points. You got Kuzma averaging 18, 20 points. You got Josh Hart averaging 15 to 18 points. If you got all them guys taking all them shots, there's not enough shots for all 5 of them guys, man. The people fail to realize that, man. You don't need everybody scoring. You need somebody as a facilitator to set these guys up for better shots. Now, if the shot is open, by all means, take the shot. But he should not come down there and see most fans, and also Stephen A. Smith, you know, they want him to be this aggressive point guard where he shoot first, pass second. When you do that, you take everybody out the equation. But when you play within a system that's free-flowing and everybody get an opportunity to touch the ball, similar to the Golden State Warriors, then you're blowing people out the box. The only thing that he needed to work on, like I said, is his jump shot. But he don't need to be where he's taking 15 to 16 shots a game. Because if he's taking 15, 16 shots a game, then somebody else got to take lesser shots. It's not enough balls to go around for all those shots. You know, so when you got 4 guys, at any given night, they can give you 20 points. And also Lonzo Ball, if he wants to. I mean, if you actually go to the basket or take 2s, he can give you 22. But the thing is, when you got all those guys taking shots, you don't need Lonzo Ball taking a lot of shots. Me personally, yeah, he do need to work on the shot, and that's the only thing that really Lonzo need to work on. Lonzo Ball bring everything else except for the jump shot. That's all he bring. I mean, that's all he don't bring. So when fans sit there and talk about Lonzo Ball, you look at it and say, well, damn, when this guy start making shots, what you gonna say then? This guy will be tremendous. That's why I have a problem with people sit there and rate him as a C+. Like, dude, all he doesn't have is a shot, and it's not like it's broken, but it's not like he can't be fixed. And like Michael Thompson said, he's a gym rat. He stays in the gym. So you know he working. Him, Brandon Ingram, all of them. Brandon Ingram gets, look, Brandon Ingram, he gets some more weight on him, man. He's going to be dangerous. Brandon was averaging like 18, 20 points before he got hurt. So think about it. I'm just saying right now, Josh Hart and Lonzo Ball will be one of the top best courts in the NBA going forward. I'm just telling you. Josh Hart's still young. This is his first year. Hell of a defensive player. And you look at Lonzo Ball. You just tell me who's going to be stopping him. Don't get me wrong, I like KCP. But I just don't see us giving KCP another $19 million. And I like him. I mean, I like KCP these last couple games. The last 2 games he had he had bad games. But the 6-7 games going forward, this dude was dropping 20-something points. Now, if he take less of money, that'd be cool. That's why I'm real upset there about not really Mitch, but Jim. You know how he screwed us over. You know, by signing Lou Aldane and freaking Moscow to a big giant contract. I'm not really worried about Moscow because we got rid of him. But Lou Aldane, that's a thorn in our head. We ain't gonna be able to get rid of him until actually the contract expire. And that's what's hurting. That's what's hurting us, man. You know, and then next year we got looking like, okay, damn, you know. And that's the reason why you look at also, if you think about it, it was kind of cool that the Lakers probably and I like the idea they moved Larry Nance. Don't get me wrong, I love Larry Nance, but Larry Nance was going to be a free agent soon too. If you think about it, you know, I think this Larry Nance is this is 3rd year. No, this is 2nd year. Yeah, it's Larry Nance 2nd year. So he had like another year coming down the road. So the Lakers had to look at that as well too. You know, like we're gonna lose other players as well, as long as Lou Aldane is on his contract. You know, lucky we got the likes of those 3 guys, Josh Kuzma and Ingram. I mean not Ingram. I mean and Ball. Those 3 right there, they on like what 4-year contracts, if I'm not mistaken. So we got them for a while. But Julius, we got to tie him down. We got to tie Julius down. Brandon Ingram still got 2 more years left, so we cool on that. So when all that takes place, Lou Aldane falls off. But the thing is, like I said, at the end of the day, we just need 1 superstar this year. We don't need no 2 superstars. We need just 1 superstar. That's all we need, because Magic Johnson got to at least bring it. Because in reality, me personally, you can just run with this 5, and Luke Walton just work on his system and learn from his mistakes from this season and the previous season about his time management, his rotation, and you know, and that's the reason why with the injuries, it allowed you to see what you had on that floor. Because if we never had them injuries, you would never seen a lot of these players. I'm just being honest. I mean, you would never see a lot of players. You wouldn't see the full tap potential of some of these players. And not full because they didn't reach their ceiling yet. But you wouldn't see the real potential of some of these players based on the fact that if we had a first unit, second unit bull crap, oh yeah, you would be seeing guys rotate in and out. Some guys be getting 20-something minutes. Because, you know, at the end of the day, that's Lou Walton. So, with the injuries, we got a chance to see some of these guys because they had to play more minutes. So it was wonderful to get to see that. And I'm just hoping that the Lakers can make a move to re-sign Julius Randle. That should be out priority number 2. Priority number 1 should give PG-13, LeBron James, ample amount of time to decide on what they're going to do. You cannot sit there and like LeBron wait 2 to 3 weeks to decide on if he's going to come to LA or not. And then you lose Julius Randle in the whole, you know, in the whole mess of that. You know, while you sitting there waiting, Julius Randle can't wait because when the team drop a contract out there, Julius Randle, you know, the Lakers have a chance to challenge it. But if they, you know, if they sit there waiting on LeBron James, they might just lose Julius Randle in the whole process. And then LeBron will come in, then we screwed. You know what I'm saying? So in retrospect to that, that's why I say that the Lakers, their main priority is to see, you know, within that week, see what PG-13 or I would go at the PG-13. I know a lot of people love LeBron. I like LeBron too. Don't get me wrong. I love LeBron off the court. I love him on the court. You know, forget all of the negative energy that, you know, people try to put out. At the end of the day, like I said, there's no perfect person, and I just want to see the Lakers make the right decision going, you know, this offseason. That's all I ask for, to make the right decision. But all in all, man, the Lakers, they play good. I mean, they play good this season. Like, a lot of things they need to work on. I discussed it all through my videos. Lake Show discussed it. Dan the Laker fan discussed it. Mike discussed it. The Laker Film Room discussed it. So we all discussed certain things that the Lakers need to work on going forward. The main thing is the free throws. The free throws. Me, personally, from a Luke perspective, is that quick switching. We got to get away from the quick switching. We got to start learning how to play man-to-man. Because you got to have, like, people like KCP, Josh Hart, they should always be on the top score. Because guys like Josh Hart, you're not looking for him to score, but you're looking for him to play defense. But if he's open, you take the shot. But people like KCP and Josh Hart, you got to have them locked down on some of these offensive players in order to take away some of their offensive side, so that way we can actually win some more games. So it was a wonderful season that came to an end. But like I said, I'm gonna have a video coming out for each individual player going forward. My analysts on each one to see, you know, their strength and weakness, and what it is that they're, you know, what they need to work on and, you know, and get better at, you know. So, but anyway, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section. Y'all know how I feel, man. Like I said, we should sign Julius Randle, Hart, and freaking. I did say Ingram at the backcourt, but hey, at the end of the day, you know, Kyle Kuzma played good at the 3, but you know, most likely Kuzma will be still coming off the bench if, you know, if that happens. If not, it is what it is. If we lose Julius Randle, that means they might push Kuzma to the 4. That's probably another reason why they're playing Kuzma at the 4 as well, because they were probably preparing themselves for the likes of losing Julius Randle. That's probably another reason why Lou Walton was playing Kuzma at that 4. So, you know, you gotta start looking at things. The more you start looking at things, the more you be like, oh, okay, all right, I see what's going on here. Because they probably thought in their mind that they weren't gonna have Julius. Because remember, before the All-Star break, Julius wasn't, you know, he wasn't starting. He was coming off the bench, you know, and Kuzma was coming. Kuzma was actually playing the power forward, and Julius Randle was coming off the bench playing the backup center. Because I think they were trying to think of life without Julius, based on the fact they, you know, they weren't going to probably resign him. But when Julius came out and had that, you know, that second half going forward, man, I mean, it woke up their eyes. I already knew Julius could play. You know, I'm a Kentucky fan, you know, so I already knew he could play. You know, but he just ain't never get the minutes. I've been saying it over and over again. Well, all Lakers fans, I be arguing with y'all all the time about the Lakers not giving these guys minutes. I said that was the biggest problem, man. You know, back in last year, the year before, they weren't getting minutes. You can't tell me a starting 5 that's getting under 20, that's getting 25 minutes. No starter in the NBA right now is getting under 25 minutes as a whole. You know, the average starter get about 35 minutes, 34, 35 minutes. But anyway, I'm getting up like I've finished my video. But anyway, I gotta go. Y'all guys have a blessed one. Y'all take care. Be safe out there, and much y'all. You know how it is, man. I love you guys. I'm going to get out somebody's basement because I don't want grandma to come down here and whip my tail.